Hi, I'm Paul, and as you can see, we're in the great outdoors. It's summer, it's barbecue season, a really good time for me to show my flair. But in order to do that, I've left the barbecue really dirty from last time I used it. So it's my job to make sure the barbecue is clean before I start. So I'm going to show you how we do that. So we start with some lukewarm water, a sponge cloth that's got a scour on one side and obviously a soft sponge on the other, a stiff brush with a nice little scraper on there. We're also going to use Hansel's baking soda, so we're bringing in an environmentally friendly way of cleaning the barbecue, no chemicals. So when this washes away and we turn the barbecue on, all we're cooking on is food product, which is great. So how we're going to start is we're going to sprinkle some of the Hansel's baking soda across the solid top and give it a really good dosing. When we come across to the grill, of course if we put it onto there it's going to fall through, so we add some of this to the lukewarm water. And you're looking at probably a couple of tablespoons to this size bowl of water. We take the scourer and we just loosen the grime and grease that are sitting on top of the grill plate. From there we take the stiff brush and we just start to push down over the grill. Now after you've done this, if you find a lot of grime and grease is still stuck in there, there is a tip that I can give you. When you go to turn the barbecue on to cook, you reverse the griddle over and the heat from underneath, the flame from underneath will burn the food particles and the food particles will drop into the drip tray underneath, and therefore you're just burning that off. Now we go to the solid top. We use the scourer side of the sponge cloth and in circular motion we go around and round and round, and you can feel the Hansel's baking soda starting to catch underneath the scourer, and it's almost a beautiful smooth abrasive action that's going to lift all that grime and grease up off the solid top. Back into the water, and then we go into the soft sponge and we're just going to start to pick the excess liquid and grease up off there. And then what's really handy is kitchen towel, and just give it a nice little clean using the circular motion just to pick up all the grease. And there we go, a really nice clean barbecue ready to start. Now we're going to talk about the oil, and I use Alpha 1 rice bran oil because it's the best oil. It's mild in flavour, it has a high smoke point, and it can take high temperature. We've got two products here. We've got the spray, and the spray is great for when you want to season the top of your solid top. When I talk about seasoning, I'm talking about putting a film of oil on, a nice thin coating. We'll turn the barbecue on, and when we do that, the pores in the metal will expand and the oil will drop into all of those little pores and it will create a nice little film, and then next time when we go to use it, nothing will stick to it. But most of us are going to come across this product, the Alpha 1 rice bran oil, and there's a question that goes around in the cooking circles. Do we put the oil straight onto the barbecue or do we apply it to the product itself? The answer is apply it to the product itself. And the reason is that if you tend to put the oil straight onto the barbecue, especially cooking over the griddle, you get flare back where the flame erupts through the grill, connects to the food, and you end up with something charcoal and black. It's not at all tasty, it can be quite bitter. We apply some of the oil, we rub the rice bran oil into the steak, then we apply that to the barbecue, which has been preheated before we start. So there you go, a really environmentally friendly way of preparing your barbecue. Discover the secret with your own barbecue with Alpha 1.